Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So on the channel, we talk about the desktop version of Microsoft Edge. And I thought it was interesting to come across an article where there is quite a lot of frustration with different users who are using touchscreen devices like tablets and so on to access Edge. And although we talk about the desktop browser mainly on this channel, I thought if you would be interested, just to have a quick look at some of the main issues that users have with Microsoft Edge on touchscreen devices, and users have been waiting a long time for Microsoft to resolve these issues, and with much frustration, Microsoft has yet, according to reports, not fixed these issues. Now, the list is very long. If I went through the whole list, we would be here all day looking at these different issues with these touchscreen devices using Edge. But I thought I'll just take the top 5 at the top of a very long list, and just to go through these, just to give you a general idea as to some frustration that more the minority than the majority of users of experiencing with Microsoft Edge on those touch devices. Now, the first is that the drop-down menus, like your hamburger menus, like your main menu, don't respond with touch on many websites. And these include Wikipedia, Bing, the Google homepage, and so on. So that's the top frustration. The drop-down hamburger menus don't respond with touch on many websites. The second is that swiping, so if you are swiping backwards and forwards between different websites and pages in the browser, swiping to navigate forward and back will occasionally just stop working completely. So that's the second highest frustration. And then moving on to the next. The context menu doesn't appear in Bing search results when you select text with touch. So just to give you an example, if I just head to any page in the actual browser and I highlight some text, you'll see there's a context menu that pops up where I've got different options: copy, ask Bing AI, search, hard menu, more actions, and so on. So that's what they are referring to. The context menu doesn't appear in Bing search results when you select text with touch. So that's another frustration. And then the second last one we are going to look at today in this video is if you are using split screen. Apparently there is a bit of frustration with the split screen. Backward and forward once again. Apparently touch gestures don't work on the right side of the new split screen view when you are trying to use backward and forward. So that's once again using split screen, and there's no touch screen gestures to go backward and forward on the right side of the browser when using the split screen option, which is part of the Project Phoenix visual redesign. And then the last one for the purpose of today's video, workspaces, which is a new multitasking feature. When you're using your mouse, you can actually reorder those workspaces manually just by dragging those workspaces in the menu. And apparently workspaces can't be reordered using a touch screen. So that's another frustration. And that's just the top 5 out of a very long list. And just thought it was interesting to know what's a whole lot of different users are frustrated with, who are actually trying to navigate and use Edge with a touchscreen device. And at this stage, though, as I mentioned at the start of this video, these issues users have been waiting a long time for Microsoft to actually address. And at this stage, no joy and no luck. But something interesting that I did post on in November, late last year in 2022, that Microsoft was testing a new setting to optimize the browser further for touch screens, which back then was being tested in Edge Canary, which is a preview version, and is no longer available. So if we just head over to where that setting was found, when I did post back in November of last year about the setting, and I'll leave that video down below if you would be interested. That setting was located between Zoom and Customize Toolbar. And we can see now that setting to touch optimize the UI, the user interface, more by basically just enlarging different aspects, the padding, and increasing the space, obviously, for touchscreen devices. That setting has been removed. So nonetheless interesting, and it's not available in the stable version. So interesting to see where Microsoft is going to go with touchscreen devices. It looked like they started working on it, and now that setting has been removed. And as mentioned, those are just the top 5 issues that users have with using Microsoft Edge on touchscreen devices. And like always, if I do get any wind that Microsoft is trying to resolve these touchscreen issues, or they do roll out and one or two settings in the preview versions to try and optimize the browser for touchscreens. I will obviously post and keep you guys updated. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.